Okay, but here's a question. Why are we... One thing that's kind of always freaked me out a little bit about the Bible is people are always referred to as animals. Like we're, they are the shepherd and we are the sheep.
Uh-huh.
We keep animals around because they have a use for us. With sheep, it's food and it's wool and maybe milk. But there's always something that they're doing for us, which is a reason to have them.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that's always kind of freaked me out a little bit.
I like where you're going with that because that is so true.
Yeah. It's always
There's something we're providing
that they like.
that they like. Wow.
I mean, we would love to think that it's because we're just so special and unique. Wouldn't that just be glorious
Yeah.
and wonderful? But the reality of the situation is there's something there, like whether it is as simple as a pet, you love your pet, you care for your pet, or there is some other use that we don't know yet. Because the other thing that freaks me out,
Something is being harvested from us.
yes,
Ew.
yeah.
Makes me uncomfortable.
Now, of course, we can only relate to it as simple little human beings.
Uh-huh.
We are not God. We don't know the ultimate purpose and the plan and the reason for everything. But that line of thinking has always stuck with me for a long time. And always kind of freaked me out a little bit.
What could those things be? Maybe it's just an experiment in alchemy of breeding and getting the alchemy correct. And when the alchemy is correct, the byproduct could be spiritual warfare victories. It could be love, but it could be something even darker. I don't know. That's why it's unsettling. That's unsettling.
Yeah, I'll just straight up say this, because I've been thinking about this for a long time. What if the righteous souls are the most tasty?
Oh, gosh. Sure it is.
And the perverted souls are like the bad ones. Like they're moldy, they're gross. Don't need anything to do with those. Get rid of those. Into the lake of fire they go. Burn them.
That's kind of valid what you're saying there.
Because
When you said that, what I thought of is the breaking of the bread and the references of Jesus to, when you drink the wine, you drink my blood. But I think it's something that we can't. There's no words to describe what that harvesting of us is.
Yeah.
The harvesting of the righteous.
right.
It's a concept that we're just not built to really fully.
I hope so.
I hope so too. But your line of thinking there, I think, is pretty close, very close to the actual reality. Just the details of what that harvesting is I'm not sure we can comprehend it fully.
Yeah. Yeah, it's such a weird world. Like when you dive into the realm of spirituality and God and just these crazy visions and cherubims and all these other divinely created, like the whole order of all of the beings of heaven. It's so wild. It's like the greatest fantasy story of all time.
I mean, really, you could sum this up and maybe we're the product of continual eternity of light as opposed to darkness. And so we're producers of light in a way, and not entropy and death and darkness, but of light, of continuation and somehow.
What do you mean? Like, can you push that a little further?
So you're breeding a stallion and the lineage, and you're trying to create life that is righteous and loving, takes care of each other. In that positivity can live infinitely and purely like a light. Whereas we know the other side of the token of darkness and death and torment and fear and deceit and all these perversions that lead to death. And God understands the human condition and how difficult it is and how much of a sacrifice that is. And he needs stallions that can survive that.
So be a stallion. What a tough thought exercise, dude.
That one got deep there for a second. That was good. I like where you took us on that.